Most higher ed institutions are extremely reluctant to change their name, abandoning decades or even centuries of goodwill and name recognition. But sometimes any name is an improvement. When Philadelphia's Beaver College changed its name to Arcadia University in 2001, incoming student SAT scores rose almost 60 points. Likewise, Japan's Kinki University has finally gotten tired of all the snickers at scholarly conferences and announced that in April 2016, their name will change to Kindai University. But here in Canada, most institutional name changes reflect a government change in their mandate, such as Saskatchewan Polytechnic's new status. There's no bigger example in Canada than a series of college redesignations in April 2008 in British Columbia. In a week-long swing of campaign-like political stops, BC's then Premier Gordon Campbell visited 5 colleges and surprised them with new designations and new names. University College of the Fraser Valley had been lobbying for university status for years and had changed their brand to UCFV, the initials, in anticipation of a shift. The new name, University of the Fraser Valley, wasn't a huge leap, but we had to work quickly to roll out a new identity to its campuses by fall. Malaspina University College had already wisely refreshed their visual identity to a logo that reflected its geographic location, which prepared it well for some visual continuity when its new name was announced, Vancouver Island University. Kwantlen University College was probably a bit surprised by its new designation as a Polytechnic University, because historically its mandate had had little overlap with BCIT, the province's official polytechnic. Initially, Kwantlen used a simple word mark, but in 2011 launched a new brand identity featuring a sideways K, intended to suggest an open book, the wings of an eagle, Kwantlen's mascot, and apparently even the outstretched arms of a runner, symbolic of the Kwantlen First Nation. Bestowing university status on Emily Carr Institute of Art and Design was a lot less contentious. The new visual identity for Emily Carr University of Art and Design features a silver coil of wire, symbolic of the history of its North Campus as a former wire factory. Kids can be cruel, especially in social media, and there's probably no harsher critic of a logo redesign than a design student who didn't get the job. So Emily Carr students mocked the new logo on social media, but the institution stood by its new brand identity. In 2010, the Ontario government gave the Ontario College of Art and Design official university status. The institution began a series of consultations to determine how best to change its name accordingly. In the end, the institution opted for the name OCAD University. Award-winning designer Bruce Mao developed a new brand identity for OCAD based on the black and white windows in its iconic building, using a large black box as a window to display an ever-changing series of examples of student artwork. Subsequent ad campaigns for OCAD branded it as the University of Imagination. Meanwhile, in Calgary, Mount Royal College finally achieved university status from the province in 2010 after years of lobbying. Then President David Marshall made light of the change in designation when it finally came in a YouTube video that showed him altering letterhead and business cards by hand.
I'll just take a minute and I'm going to tell you how you transform a college into a university. It's really quite simple. You just get one of these.
Eventually, a new visual identity was launched for the institution to replace its dated 1970s style icon. In Edmonton, over the years previous, MacEwan Community College had progressively dropped the words Grant, Community, and College from its brand identity in anticipation of a similar change in status. When it came, they made a minor adjustment to their logo until a full branding process could be completed. In fall 2013, MacEwan launched its new visual identity and officially changed its colors from blue to burgundy. Once again, we are out of time. Thanks for taking 10 with me. Please take a moment to subscribe to the Eduvation channel on YouTube or to the 10 with Ken podcast on iTunes. For exclusive early access to upcoming episodes, please subscribe to my free email newsletter, The Eduvation Loop. I hope to see you next time.